Yo, welcome back for One Piece chapter 1182, titled Zaza. Now, I hope all of you have had a fantastic Mother's Day. I myself was pretty busy this week. Didn't even realize there was going to be a chapter break last week, but the weekend just held me over. This chapter, I think, came out pretty late. I'm reading it on TCB either way, even though the official viz is coming out, just because I'm used to it. But I do need to catch up on some One Piece content, such as the anime double that I should have already uploaded, but I'll get done this week. But either way, chapter dropped. I've been avoiding spoilers, but I did see that maybe there might be some lore stuff dropping here. So let's get right into it and just see. I'm excited. 1182 Zaza with a asterisk. Zaza is the Japanese onomatopoeia for heavy rainfall. Okay, it's not that Zaza. It's not getting all smoking on that Zaza. It's rainfall. Cover request by Toshikazu. Isho savoring a carefully prepared bowl of udon made by a fox and a tanuki. So we have our boy right here, Isho, just eating some ramen. Beautiful. But we're not here for that. We're here for that Nidhogg Emu end of combat. Let's see where it goes from here. I mean, it could not be the end of the fight. This chapter could be more fight. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really, really unprepared right now with like theories and where my brain's going. Emu was hit by Loki's Thorheim, but I still feel his presence. Gotta remember, Loki is very hurt from Shamrock and everything that's been going on still. So he's huffing, he's wheezing, he's huffing. We got Ratatosker on his back. I'm too big to keep track of him properly. Ragnir. I keep calling him Ratatosker. I forget if that's his official name. But Ragnir. People were saying Emu's got that demonic smirk on him, you know. Nidhogg. To think thou and I would meet again in this world. Traitor. Traitor. Okay, so I was theorizing maybe he was his mount or something. But traitor does kind of imply that they worked together and that he stopped working with them, maybe teamed up with Joy Boy instead. So there is, maybe he was his mount. But Emu is also hurt. Nidhogg flying in. Snow. Of course. Lightning is born from colliding ice together. Lightning is born from colliding ice. Together, thine synergy is exceptional. Is he saying Ragnir? Ragnir's the ice? Yeah, he is. Ragnir, thou art as I remember thee, waiting all this time for a new master. How nostalgic. Ragnir the Hammer. Mythical squirrel fruit model Ratatosker. I'm glad I'm right with that name. I got it up here. So that's really funny because obviously Nidhogg, as much as it's a similar look as the one that Emu knows from the past, because this is someone carrying on the will of the mythical fruit. Ragnir is probably OG Ragnir, right? This is a creature that has actually known Emu this whole time. Because it's the hammer, right? The hammer got the fruit, got the squirrel fruit. So the hammer doesn't age. Right? Like devil fruit users age and it can die from old age. But if an item such as Mr. Four's bazooka has this dog fruit, the actual item doesn't age. Spandam sword with the elephant fruit doesn't age. Obviously, I'm guessing this is why Vegapunk was actually working on this technology of imbuing items with devil fruits, is because he heard of the legend of Ragnir. He might be the first item to have a devil fruit. But he's saying how nostalgic, and Ragnir is pissed. So it's model Ratatosker, but I'll probably just stop saying that name because that's not his name. His name is Ragnir. So I just gotta clock that. So he was just saying, lightning is born from colliding ice, and Ragnir has the power of ice. Ratatosker, being a mythical Zoan, has a ice ability attached to him. Squeeze, squeeze! He's literally beaming ice at him. Okay, let's do this. Oh, so he's like making like a snow cloud in front of Loki, and Loki's doing his lightning beams through this snow cloud. Ragnar, 5 arrows! What is this name? What is this move name, Emu? So Emu kind of takes the Omen, which, if I have time, I'll talk about the Omen stuff later, because I really like Morge's, I just saw his video. It doesn't have to be his theory. But the fact that the man marked by flame could be the last God's Knight with an omen around him, because marked just means that's the only thing they see. Fucking love that theory. So good. Totally see that being a thing. But what is this move name? Tzimiddle. Tzimiddle. Nova. Eclipse. Furigana is just Tzimiddle. An Aztec goddess. Kanji is eclipse explosion. Okay. So it's like supernova eclipse. Tzimiddle is a crazy move name. Aztec. I was actually wondering what language that would be. Aztec. So they're like being born, all these chain chomps, bomb chomps are being born from this omen, flying down. So he's like, Loki's shooting straight at Emu, but then Emu put this aura, this halo on top that's raining down these bombs. Which, are those as big as Loki's wings? Like, those are massive, dude. Those are massive bombs he's spawning in right now. And we see a little Emu right there with the wings. Loki's not happy about that. His eyes. God, I want to see his eyes in human form. Or in, you know what I mean, in giant form. Emu attacking. They're both just attacking each other. Flames engulfing the branches. And we got Bonnie. Scary. Bonnie, get back here. It's not like I'm going out there to fight. Not against that guy anyway. Damn right. It's my job to look after you now. And I won't let that happen. Oh, Lilith. I like that. Lilith being Bonnie's guardian now officially. Still, I wonder, who is he? He clearly outranks all the Knights of God here. But he's not one of the 5 elders. And we got Sanji fucked on, right? Like, Zoro's getting taken to the kids' hospital while Sanji's just laying on the ground here being taken care of Lilith. And we see Vegapunk's kind of face talking through Lilith here. Should I give him a little bit of an accent, you know? Put the accent back into Vegapunk? I suppose... Nah, I won't. I suppose it's only natural for a vast 8-century-old organization to spawn some dark shadows given its history of power struggles. If that's the case... Sanji's up. Wait, Sanji, your injuries are... I can't back down, Bonnie-chan. Oh, killing him was talking shit? Killing him was talking shit over Sanji's body? Heh. Sanji. I guess I don't need to deal with you after all. I gotta admit, it's crazier even breathing after that. Damn. Hey, he's got that German tech body. British? Where are you? Where are you going? I'm going to see through the mission I came here for. Can't you tell? My power's overflowing now. So I'm guessing it's like the aura, right? The omen. It's kind of giving the same vibe as hockey. So I'm guessing you can feel the hockey emitting off of them. I'm going to see through the mission I came here for. Toodles! They'd say poodles? I knew I should give him a British accent, man. Toodles! Yeah! So, damn, bro, like, put his back centaur legs on Sanji's body and just went, pew! Sanji's pissed. I didn't realize, is his eyebrow the other way now, or no? Is he activating that German tech? That prick hasn't given up on kidnapping the children yet. Sanji! We can't let everyone's efforts be in vain. Usopp and Luffy admire this country, and it's my personal duty to protect Elbaf. Huh? It's the land of giant beauties. They're like, my man. But I love the determination. I love seeing Sanji in this vibe right now, you know? He gets fucked on often. Many arcs. But I love seeing the determination after. We can't let everyone's efforts be in vain. Usopp and Luffy admire this country, his boys. And it's my personal duty to protect Elbaf. It's the land of giant beauties. Look, man, he's a man who has a heart like Scopper. You know? If he could, he would marry him. He would get with the girl from the Giant Warrior Pirates. I'm blanking on her name right now. With a G. Gerd. You know, if he could, he would get with Gerd. Owl Library. To think that this back door led to an underground passage. Who's talking right now? Oh, Saul. To think that this back door led to an underground passage. This hidden room is unbelievable. You saved the books from the fire and brought them here. Biblo. Or someone was talking. Either Robin or Saul. Alright, Biblo. You chill, bro. You brought all that shit. They're still big. He didn't shrink them down. They're still big books. Thank you. I thought they'd all been reduced to ashes. Yeah. I'm grateful too, but I'm starting to see you're more of a mystery. You're more of a mystery than I first reckoned, Biblo. Legit, who is he? And why does he kind of have Mihawk's eyes? What's the connection? Near Western Village, Sea Cloud Port, Tree Canopy, Western Village, Rainbow Port entrance. Heave. Was this Summers throwing a boat off? Heave. Oh. Whew. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hello there. Summers here. No, wait. Make that Super Summers. I found a suitable giant's ship. Get the brats over here in the next 5 minutes. Damn. Super Summers. I think the power might be getting to their heads. Western Village Tavern. Look at the forest. It's a war zone out there. It was a clean cut. So this treatment should reattach... Oh, he's reattaching Gerd's fingers. Okay, good job, Chopper. It was a clean cut. So this treatment should reattach your fingers. But it'll take a couple months to heal completely. I feel like when we're going into the final war, we need everyone to be fully healed up. So there might still be a time skip, I feel like. We do of just us chilling. Thank you, Chopper. I feel so useless, though. I'm supposed to be treating everyone myself. It can't be helped. Don't beat yourself up about it. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Chopper. You saved our moms. It's just first aid. Once we're out of this mess, I'll treat them properly. Oh, Gerd Tasso. Is this a dream? My top idol's fingers were severed. I humbly offer my fingers if you need a donor. Dude, say that before she gets her fingers attached. I'm good. How cold, and yet even your spite is something I'm grateful for these trying times. Simpin', dude, simpin'. But we got Stanson. Dude, Stanson, what about your leg, bro? You're smiling, but... Hajruden down. I have to give it to you, though. Risking your life to save your brother Bjorn. I have a newfound respect for you, Rodo. Did he have a nosebleed? Don't get too excited, Rodo. You're making your wounds gush blood. I'm high on Gerd Tasso. Look, we got Sanji off the pervy jokes, and Sanji is a beloved man, and people still don't like him for those pervy jokes. If you're giving it to someone like Rodo, he's gonna be despised immediately. Oda, just stop it. Just stop it. Ugh. And I was just starting to look up to you. His little brother is like, dude, this guy, I don't like this guy either. All right, Zoro's with Goldberg, Western Village near the port. Zoro's group heading towards where Super Summers is. Sorry about this, Goldberg. I like that Zoro's remembering their names. Everyone's getting some first-hand experience with the new Giant Warrior Pirates. Sorry about this, Goldberg. It'd take too long without a giant's long strides. It's okay. I'm the only member of the new giant pirates who hasn't suffered any major wounds in this battle. Besides, this is a crisis for Elbaf. We're lucky to even have you fighting alongside us. Okay, so he has a little like lisp. Besides, this is a crisis for Elbaf. We're lucky to have you fighting alongside us. He kind of talks like Cartman a little bit. Don't sweat it. Our captain's motto is basically, my friend's country is my country. No wonder Hajruden pledged himself to him. But what's with those black flames? They turned into steel bullets and explosives. And those knights we beat seem to have powered up. If we don't wrap this up soon, it's going to get real ugly. Okay. So Zoro, as I realized, is out of the infirmary. Taking Goldberg, the only giant who wasn't hurt. We didn't... Okay, like, you're talking to Gerd. Bro, Stanson got his leg cut off. Are we really not gonna even acknowledge that? Bro's just smiling in the corner. Not even a thank you chopper from him? God damn. But Zoro said those black flames turned into steel bullets and explosives. So he got shot by 3 bullets that he just kind of pulled out of himself. Maybe, I mean, obviously, Chopper probably pulled those out, but he's looking pretty good. Shoulder hurts a little bit, but you know, I would say scrolling back up, Sanji looks way worse. But obviously, Sanji can take a lot more damage post Wano. So, Western Village Port. Summers, I've gone and done it now. I summoned something insane. Gillingham. Don't tell me. I'm afraid so. I accidentally summoned what I'm most scared of. I just got carried away. You stupid idiot. That thing is terrifying for all of us. Tell me you can control it. Well, it's a dream demon, so probably. Well, what's done is done. Just hurry, we're running out of time. Where's Gunko? I saw her on the way here. She looked dead. What? Well, whatever the gray emu's body... Well, whatever. The great emu's body isn't meant to be out in this world. That's a fact, but now our key combat forces and the forces that must be erased are all right here. We must not disappoint the Great One. We must live up to expectations, killing him. Of course. Of course. The British. Of course. It's raining cats and dogs all of a sudden. What's going on? The water's gonna flood the inside. Don't get the injured. The water's gonna flood the inside. Don't let the injured get wet. So it's on top of the village that we're at, healing everybody. Ha! Go! Capture those brats! Ugh! Colin! Ilva! What? Help! There's something outside. For those of us born above the clouds, the idea of water falling from the sky is terrifying. We always heard the stories, not only about the D-Clan and Nika, but also the monster known as the Rain God. The one who pelts the lower realm with water from overhead. Yo, Oda. It appears with the rhythm of the rain dance. Whoa! Zaza! Now that's frightening. Help us! The kids! God of Rain. What I find most scary, Rain God Zaza Dream Demon. I'm bringing them over now. Get ready, Summers. We can set sail whenever. Not good. Not good. There's a commotion in the village. Should we go back? No. It'll be fine. Huh? Hey! Don't screw this up. Right back at you. The race to save Elbaf? Okay, dude. Chapter 1182, end break next week. I got some time to talk. Rain, God of Rain, Zaza. Okay, so we got another potential god. A One Piece original god design from Oda. Love it. With I like that she has the loop too. You know? Kind of the awakening. I'm sure it's a Japanese thing because Enel has it too. But I like that there's water droplets. She has pearls. She has all this droplet looking stuff. This might be one of the most fire designs of recent time, Oda. This is continue to make kaiju gods. That's great. So God of the Rain. Now is this let me quickly see. Skypiea god references. Was God of the Rain mentioned here? Because Sun God was mentioned in Skypiea. But there's specifically... There's specifically a panel that mentions the different gods. This one. Take the girl to the altar. God of the sun, God of the rain, God of the forest, God of the earth. Okay. Okay. And Oda just gave us the God of the Rain. Dude, Skypiea? Never skip Skypiea. I mean, at this point, I feel so many new people have gotten into One Piece. I feel like that was a message that people heard. But Skypiea is not a skippable arc, dude. It is potentially one of the most important arcs because these are natives. These are people who lived in the elden times of the One Piece lore. They're the ones that are still connected to the old ways, to the stuff that Imu might be connected to. Like the wiper tattoos are very reminiscent of the tattoos that Emu has and what the Lunarians. Yeah, I mean, obviously the wings. Like what Enel saw in the murals is all these winged beings, not just the Shandians, but also I forget. There's another name for the people on Skypiea, right? And then we got the Lunarians as well. So God of the Sun, we got Nika, God of the Sun, God of the Rain, Zaza. God of the Rain, Zaza. I wonder if they're all going to be 4-letter names. God of the Forest. I mean, now that we got Zaza, this potential Chopper has the God of the Forest fruit mythical zone. I'm liking that theory. I mean, it's obviously crazy to have like 2 of the 4 gods mentioned on our crew, but still. And God of the Earth could be something connected with the red line. Now, seeing this is a dream demon. Does someone have the Zaza devil fruit? Because that's a water fruit, basically. Is that going to be revealed at any point? Who knows? But I love, so we see here Killingham is at the Western Village with the kids with a woman dream demon. Sanji is going in that direction while Zoro is going towards Summers. So we are setting up right now Goldberg and Zoro versus Summers, and Sanji and the Western Village versus Killingham and Zaza. Interesting. Also fantastic because Sanji doesn't have a devil fruit, so he can fight here. Obviously, our devil fruit users cannot. So that's a great matchup. Zoro versus Summers. I mean, we would have. I feel like we wanted to see Sanji versus Summers because of the torture he was inflicting on like the loved ones. But this isn't a bad setup either. I hope he doesn't have any issue defeating a fake woman, Sanji. Get your shit together. But this is also a great way of having someone with water powers that isn't a devil fruit user. It's a great setup, Oda. But okay, so we got obviously the powered up God's Knights doing what they can. Summers showing he's got that strength now to lift a whole giant ship. So Zoro is, this isn't going to be a sword fight, but he's going to have an opponent for sure to go up against. I'm sure it's going to be a good fight. Overall, great chapter. I mean, started out with that Emu Nidhogg little clash there. No Luffy in this chapter at all. Bro's just still eating. So he's going to show up maybe with Nidhogg defeated or something, and then I don't know. I don't think Emu versus Luffy is going to be here, but if it is, that's crazy. Either way, I mentioned earlier that theory that the man marked by flame is the last God Knight. I don't think I need to explain more. If you're interested, go on Morge's channel, check that out. But pitch black ship, Shiryu mentioned it might be a government agent. Apparently, I don't remember if I noticed this, but apparently in the flashback, in the Rocks flashback on God Valley, it only showed 7 God's Knights. So potentially this person was already traveling outside. Gunka was still a sworn blade. She wasn't technically a God's Knight, so that would make sense. Yeah. Interesting stuff. But I like that theory, because marked by flame doesn't necessarily mean burned. I fuck with that. Anyway, break next week, which is fine. I'm going to upload the double for the 2 newest Loki episodes, which I still haven't seen, but I'm seeing clips everywhere, but I'm avoiding them. I'm going to upload that this week, and then maybe we'll do a card opening for next week then. So I'll see you all then. Peace out. Bye.